high. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my mind life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I know no patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Harder, harder. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Harder, harder.
the strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a
I need an angel to save me from myself, holding my savior, keep my heart upon the shelf. Do you remember the things we said, the things we felt? Call me forever, for every passing moment left. I need an angel to save me from my fate. I need an angel to light the sky along the way.
Well, hi guys. I see some familiar faces in Twitch chat and Steam, Pierce Page and X. Welcome to the stream, guys. So, as usual, hi guys. I'm the DUBIUM CM, the community manager for DUBIUM, and I'm always in Discord and everywhere. So, right next to me is our game designer Jin.
Hi, my name's Jin. I'm the game designer for Dubium. I hope everyone enjoyed the demo. We've had a week of people playing our game, giving us very helpful feedback. We really appreciate it. And this is probably going to be the last stream for the next fest. So I hope everyone stays tuned, and we're going to give some useful information that Simon curated for us.
Yes. So for like today, as we announced, like we got to like wrap up how we did in the next fest, like what kind of feature was in what kind of feature was in the demo. And we're gonna talk a bit about some Q&A you guys like frequently asked us, and about some cute features that we're gonna introduce to you guys. So about this build. So what was the difference between before and now? So like we were working on a lot of features. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this feature, the main three feature were the voice chat system and the ping system, and my favorite part was the emotes and the AR navigation system. So the voice chat, a lot of people asked us, and so we implemented them. And I think when I played the game, the voice was super fun. And like, what was your favorite feature in the game that you guys added?
Honestly, I think the voice chat feature had the most impact on the game, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like I love all the features that we implement this time because
Mhm.
after the CBT we got some feedback from the players,
Mm-hmm.
and we tried to make create a better experience for everyone who plays the game, right?
Right.
But then one of them was being, of course, proximity
Oh yeah.
voice chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And initially when we started off implementing in our game for our test demo,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't really I'm like, personally, I didn't think it would be that big of an impact, but
Mm-hmm.
then it really had a lot more it added a lot more atmosphere and like life into it because actual people are interacting with each other.
Mhm.
Not just using the ping system, or like
Mhm.
not just utilizing the pings sent out by the system rules, right?
Yeah.
Actual people talking and having a discussion, and trying to deceive the others.
Yeah,
That part
yeah.
was really interesting, and I think that was actually my favorite feature of the game.
Like as you talk about like people having fun, so there was a lot of streamers and like users like playing the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I had so much fun watching like Lord Minion 777, like Wade, Ryan, and other streamers play. And like my favorite part is that when they did the overloading the solar panels,
Mm-hmm.
and he got a double kill, and his expression was like, oh, it was golden. Like, what was like? Did you watch some streams?
I mean, I've been keeping my eye on a lot of streamers. Like,
Mm-hmm.
first off, and thanks for streaming the game.
Yeah.
Of course, I had a lot of fun watching all the people streaming. And it just felt really good to see people having fun and talking with each other, socializing. I mean, at the end of the day, we are trying to make a social game, right?
Mhm.
A game where people can interact with each other and have fun.
Yeah.
And I think people, for the most part, people are very
Mm-hmm.
are having a good time with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that itself was a great experience for me too as a game designer.
So to hop on to our little small Q&A. So we had a lot of people ask in our Discord, our Steam community. So I sum up some question for you guys, for you guys to hear the answers for. So to start off, a lot of people ask that how much Dubium will be and when it's going to be released. So first of all, the Dubium will be around $30. So we're thinking about the price of 30. So, and we're planning to release Dubium. We were planning to release it this fourth quarter, am I right?
Yeah.
But however, like during our next fest, we checked a lot of like our like mechanics, gameplay, like gameplay behavior wise. So we're planning to do some more touches to it, and planning to release it next year.
Yes. So after the next fest, after our demo,
Mhm.
this next during this next fest, October
Mhm.
Steam 2022. That's a long name, but yeah. So we looked at the feedbacks, and regardless of the feedback, we just like in house, we got some feedbacks among ourselves, game designers, artists, programmers, what's not. Everyone had their ideas about how to improve the game.
Mhm.
And as of now, we were working on the game during the festival, right? So
Right.
we're looking trying to figure out which part actually needs more polish, which part actually maybe needs a new mechanic and what's not. So as of now, we don't have anything like 100% decided based on the feedbacks from this demo, right?
Mhm.
But we are thinking there might be some workload needed to improve the game.
Mhm.
So we did plan to last quarter of this year, we did plan to release it, but then I think we may need some more time to actually make the better, and we want to provide a much better experience, like on a game that we really can be proud of, right?
Mhm.
So it might be pushed a bit later to next year.
So to be more informative about you guys about the release, so we're planning to release Dubium during our next year first quarter. So you guys won't wait that long. So it's coming to you guys very, very soon, in a few months. So get ready, and get ready to enjoy Dubium. So in our Steam community, a lot of people ask about will it come out in console and Steam Deck, and will it be playable with a gamepad or console? So currently, we're it's playable in Steam Deck, but we didn't optimize it yet. So you got for Steam Deck players, you guys have to wait a bit, and we're also thinking about consoles and Steam Deck optimization. And they're gonna come all soon, and we're all always thinking about it to provide to all users from different platforms. And gamepad wise, currently we are also providing you guys with like gamepad instead of a keyboard, both features, but we're planning to optimize them soon enough for gamepad users. So for it's a question for Jen. So many users had a question about like gameplay and design. So to start off, a lot of users asked about the tutorials. Like, is there gonna be a tutorial for Dubium?
Of course.
Of
So
course.
okay, so like I mean, of course, as in, like I was assuming this question might pop up quite
Mm-hmm.
often. So for this demo build, we kind of wanted to see how much of the gameplay rules and mechanics that people would understand
Mm-hmm.
with little description, right? And how much of the gameplay mechanics or the rules that we'd have to explain in more detail to the users, to the players, to understand the game and play the game as the intended experience.
Mm-hmm.
So as of now, we found some parts where people are trying to figure out that they might need some time to figure out by themselves, and some parts that we might be able to provide a nudge or
Mm-hmm.
a basic guideline at the least to
Mm-hmm.
help them understand how to play the game to have the full experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can say that we will be trying to look into providing a tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
And like I mentioned before, we want everyone to have the best experience playing our game. And in order for that, I think it might be a necessity to provide them some kind of context and description about their game beforehand.
Yeah, true. Like a game tutorial for Dubium, I think it will be like super, super, I guess,
Helpful, right? Yeah.
helpful. And like provide the users a better experience. So, as like I'm getting old said, is there any plans for cosmetics? So, as you asked, so there will of about the new frontier or new map. So I'll show you a small concept image of these kind of to answer your questions. So these were the some concepts, like some ideas, brainstorming drawings we did. So we have some American characters, white characters, we have like Asian characters. We have all sorts of ideas how to, provide you guys with a broad range of different frontiers.
Mhm.
So, we got all planned for you. So please wait and see what's coming. And for the cosmetics, this is also just a brainstorm. So we have in the Kickstarters, we have a bunch of skins there, right?
Yeah, so like for Kickstarter backers, we will be providing some skins,
Mhm.
different skins for from certain Kickstarter backers,
Mhm.
and like you can see on the screen, we're coming up with new characters and new cosmetics. So on that part, we can tell you that we do have plans for cosmetics, and we'll be providing more info on them in the future.
Yes. So next up, the new map concept, I guess. So we have a bunch of different concepts about the maps. So it's a space station. For this concept was like winter, if like all oxygen flows, so it gives like a like a cold vibe to it. So like, what were your thoughts like looking at this image?
It looks cold. It's winter, right? We all
Right.
need some cold stuff in it. The new map, like as of now, we don't have like the full details on like maybe new mechanics, new
Mm-hmm.
gameplay, like gameplay wise or what's not. But we are in progress
Mm-hmm.
in creating a new map, and as of now, we can't go into too much detail, but we can, as you can see from the concept art right here, provide on the screen. It's going to be a pretty cold background.
Mm. I love this concept. So these were like all the like cosmetic new frontiers, new map. I hope like these questions were answered for you guys, and so we're preparing a lot for you guys. So stay put and see what's coming. So to next up. So in Discord, I saw many feedbacks about we should add music to the mini games. We should add more mini games for like a solar panel and escape vessels, right?
Yep.
So one of our dev teams answered you guys that saying that we used to have a mini game for them, but we deactivated them to give you guys a better experience. Have a much more easier experience for you guys. So have you checked the ideas?
So I mean, like also for this, we can't really go in full details, but obviously, so for the solar panels, I think one of our devs did mention on the Discord server that we had a mini game that would happen in the middle of, like we all know we have to turn the crank to open up the solar panels and make it work, right? But throughout the process, sometimes there would be a mini game, an event that would pop up. So you'd have to work on that and then come back to the crank. We took that out because I think some people, for like our just closed tests, some people had a hard time figuring out how to do that or like what the issue was. So we had to take that out, but then we are thinking of putting it back in for the full game, and maybe we'll have a tutorial. Mini games, escape panels, or the core loaders and what's not. we did have people who enjoyed it. Maybe some people found it a bit less intense.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I also think that maybe we can try to make it a bit more of a
Hardcore,
hardcore, maybe. Like, I wouldn't say too hardcore. We want our game to be more,
friendly.
playable for like a broad audience, right? So we don't
Yeah.
want to make it too hardcore, but maybe something to just spice it up a little.
Mm.
So as of now, we can't really tell too much about it, but I personally think maybe we can do something more about it design wise to make it a more fun experience.
True.
Yeah.
Like, so guys, we're always looking at the Discord forums about your guys like feedbacks and suggestions about like concepts. So feel free. We are always open for like new ideas. So like, please share your amazing ideas to us and concept to us. So this might be a bit of a, what should I say, controversial,
Mhm.
or some many users talk about it. So people are asking for a report system for bad players, like mean players with bad manners
Mhm.
destroying the game. So is there like a kind of like an idea?
So obviously, like with all games, there are players who might play the game in like something that we didn't intend to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that may disrupt the gameplay and make it a bit of a painful experience at times.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some plans for a report system.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't have it implemented in this build yet. So
Mm-hmm.
in the future, we are planning on adding a report systems to allow players to kind of uh, give us feedback and help us out on some players that need some guidance or proper guidance on how to play the game.
Mm-hmm. True. So like Itachi Pitfire says, Trader isn't the one who causes trouble. Mostly about random dudes. So
Yeah.
I like, and usually
Usually,
sad.
yes, sir.
Okay. So, we're preparing stuff for you guys to, keep the environment clean and good for you guys, like a healthy environment for you guys to play in.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the dev teams mostly, they also agree on the part that we do need a report system
Mm-hmm.
because we also have been playing the game throughout the festival, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been seeing some players, giving a hard time to others, trying to play
Mm-hmm.
the game and enjoy the game. So I think uh, it's going to be something we'll be looking into quite importantly too.
Mm-hmm. And if you have any ideas about this report system, like how it should work out, always use the feedback form, okay? So during the next bit, like a lot of people streamed, and when I was watching, I saw these many questions. So when you finish the game, you see a result screen, and there's like a bunch of keystones and like some currency on them. So what are these for?
So as you know, like all the currencies here and all the keystones here, as of now, they don't really carry over. They don't
Mhm.
have any uses as of now. But then in the future, obviously, any kind of game, you want to have like a long-term goal. You want
Mhm.
to gain something. You can use the currencies to buy stuff,
Mhm.
and this is where these comes in. You have to get you have to win everything in the game that you loot and you
Mhm.
bring over to the space frontier ship, or as a trader maybe the escape pod. You get to carry it outside, and
Mhm.
you survive, so you get to get all your stuff,
Mhm.
and you can use that to you can use the but they will be transferred into like an in-game currency, and you
Mhm.
can use that to buy maybe cosmetics or maybe other stuff. We can't tell too much detail on this too, but
Mhm.
these are for the currency system that we're planning for the future.
Mm. Like to give you guys a bit of information. So when you when users leave, like get to escape the Uber lab, like sometimes you have like a random battery or a sensor or some like Fast 5 or ASP 11, and those kind of items can be transferred into your like overall loot, I guess,
Mhm.
like into in-game currency. So
Yeah, like they gotta have some use, right?
yeah.
You're gonna carry them in your inventory and you escape, and like if they have no worth in them, like we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to like they did serve their purpose inside of the game, like in the
Mm-hmm.
match itself.
Mm-hmm.
Core parts they're used for packaging the cores to ship them to
Mm-hmm.
load them. The Fast Five it's used to as a self defense weapon. PvP1, like etc. All those
Mm-hmm.
other stuff.
Yeah.
They had their uses inside of the game, but also like we wanted to provide them some sort of meaning to it, usage to it when they are brought out from
Mm-hmm.
the game. So that's one of the reasons why we are thinking of having them sort of carry over.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see some people maybe wonder what would happen to people who die. Like, are they stuff just literally zero and what's not? For that, we are going to trying to figure out a way to make it, not so dreadful for all the be thinking about on not only for the survivors but also for maybe losers, how to make it a more bearable, yeah,
Okay.
balanced, bearable experience.
So just now, like Red Like Tigers asked about, is there gonna be more incentive for frontiers that pick up keystones? So find like for him
I find
finds.
it's really easy to catch people opening vault core charges and automatically guess you're bad. So yes, that's the issue. So just like a funny story, we are like so inside while we're testing it like among like developers too. It's kind of obvious that the traders are the only one who need keystones
Yeah.
at this in this current state of the game, right? So anyone who just tries to open a keystone or who seems to be very keen on keeping keystones for themselves, it's easy to just consider them as a trader. And
Mm-hmm.
most of the times, maybe it has a high probability that they are actually the trader.
Mm-hmm.
So we also had like a little competition inside of our dev team where like one keystone accounted for like a certain amount of maybe real money sometimes. And then like we tried that as a test. Like for example, let's say one keystone equals $1. So everyone who gets out of 10 keystones, they get like $10, right?
Yeah.
And this is when you can kind of see frontiers are actually keen on trying to get the keystones. Like people who played the game and like who never touched keystones as traders or who've never touched keystones as frontiers because they didn't want to die, right? They started collecting keystones. They started trying to hide keystones for themselves. And sometimes, like the system shows it right now,
Mm-hmm.
you have to survive when you leave with the keystone. So sometimes some frontiers will just ditch the other frontiers just so they can get some keystones and get out alive. So we've seen how people are actually interested in keeping keystones if they actually have some sort of value outside of the match instead of just being a win. Instead of just being the win condition for the trader.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's we do have some live proof that it can be an incentive for frontiers to bring to collect keystones. And like we mentioned a little earlier, the keystones are going to be some sort of currency. They can be used like maybe keystones themselves, or maybe they'll be turned into some other kind of currencies. But fundamentally, keystones are going to be some sort of a source that you can use to buy other stuff in the future.
Okay, that sounds like super neat. So in the future, don't forget, no, it will be really, really hard to, differentiate between
Yeah.
traders and frontiers now.
So like just short answer, yes, there will be incentives for frontiers to pick up keystones.
Okay, awesome. So to go back to the questions. Oh, we forgot one thing.
Mhm.
So with the in-game currencies and oh, you're welcome. So for some cool features gonna come up is the, what should I say, the gadget workshop. Very lightly.
So all characters have their own gadgets,
Yeah.
right? They have their own unique abilities. We have some plans for so they're not all like I can say right now is we don't intend them to be what they are and as they are
Mm-hmm.
for the whole period.
Okay.
And there might be you can try to connect the currency part and the gadget part together, and you'll be able to maybe have some modifications to it or what's not. That's our plan for now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all I can say for the gadget part. But there will be some more features related to gadgets
Mm-hmm.
that players will be able to experience inside of the
Mm.
game.
So, like, these feature will like give a big, I think, different variety of the gameplay. It sounds super fun. So, if, if you guys have more questions, like, we're open to answer any of them. If not, I see. Other game. Oh, do you mean monetization by spectating? Spectating others? Monetization.
So about monetization, we still need to have some more time on trying to come up with something that we think will work for the player base and also for us.
Mhm.
And I think right now, I can't really give a full answer onto that. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to answer that right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
There's the mode thing. For now, as of now, we're not really working on a real new mode at the moment.
Mhm.
Maybe in the future, but as of now, like we mentioned, we're trying to focus on what we have and providing that game itself to the optimal experience that we can provide for the players.
So about the new mods, like as we showed earlier, we have a lot of different concepts. So I think there will be new mods in the future because we have so much concepts in our
Mhm.
back.
We'll definitely be thinking about them though.
So Cherrybone out just asked about punishment related to frontier killing other frontiers and taking specifically about traps and like sabotaging and exploding the solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
So
So for this, let's
we
see.
have a offender rule.
So I think Cherry Bomb's
Oh.
out is more curious about like not just the offender system, but more about like maybe what's the word? Like money wise, like like
Mhm.
currency, like will they be reported automatically or whatever? Or wait. Oh yeah. Specifically about chapter like so this is also connected with so like on the results screen, you can see like little badges.
Mm-hmm.
So you get extra points. I'll just say points for now. You'll get extra points for doing some sabotaging or some, repairments and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
So that your question is more related on the what happens to currency, like what happens to the things after the game, right? So it'll be more intertwined with that part.
Actual punishment. So I think he means by like reporting players for bad behavior.
Oh, so as of now, we're only thinking about the offender system, but in something more direct.
Mm.
So, for example, like as a frontier, maybe you know someone is a traitor. I mean, you have like you have a really good idea of who the traitor is,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to be branded as a traitor before you actually get a kill on them,
Or offender.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to be what's it called? Oh yeah, you don't want to directly attack them and become an offender. Unless you're Zach, you have your gadget. But like
Yeah.
if you're not Zach and you don't have his gadget, like you don't have the ability to use his gadget or use his effect, you might need to find another way to get rid of the traitor.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's when you can sabotage, exploding the solar panels, or you can shut down the oxygen system, or you can turn on gas, using the environments to kill the traitor. So that's one thing we wanted the frontiers to be able to do. Utilize their environment without taking the penalties to take out the traitor. of course, if that is the trade, right? You can make a mistake, and someone might think you're the trader. So we
True.
wanted that kind of dynamic happening in the game. For the offender, its main purpose was to kind of prevent players just going off and shooting others and killing off people.
I see.
That was the main purpose of the offender system.
Like a break system for them.
Yes, it's like a break.
Okay. So do we have any other questions? See. A few minutes. Okay. So guys, like it was a blast to show you guys, like present you guys the demo of Dubium. And like we thank all the streamers, all the users, all the Discord community users for playing the demo and giving us feedback and suggestions, talking to us about, you know, a lot of concept and ideas, and we had like we had some people who were willing to help us with the localization of other languages, and we thank you all to all the users. So to guys give you a really good news. So apparently Dubium is going to be participating in the DreamHack Beyond in the indie showcase. So we'll be opening the demo till October 24th. And, you know, be sure to, you'll be able to join till then. And, oh, we have another question. Will there be more items and weapons and consumables?
We can't go into much detail. Only
23rd.
Yeah.
To fix my release date, it's gonna be available till the 23rd. So be sure to, you know, enjoy the game once again, and like we thank you for the love, and I see people are happy about opening the game longer. And if you guys like love the game and wish to hear more announcements, more information about Dubium, like be sure to wishlist us and follow us in our socials. And if you have any questions, join us in Discord, and we're always there. So ask us any questions. So have a great day.
Yeah, definitely. Like Simon just here mentioned, we are opening the game servers so players can play a lot. For maybe a week or two, right?
Yeah, a week or two.
So a week or two longer. Bring your friends, bring your family. Maybe play games with your family. I don't know, but like, bring anyone you know who you think will love a social game, or maybe someone who wants to try out Dubium. You can help them out, and you can also, you know, come up to Discord, ask for questions. For like every feedback we get from you guys is really like, I'm really grateful for everyone who plays the game, enjoys it, and sometimes you might find some parts that you might not, you know, love about the game, but you can still give feedback to us. And my goal as a game designer, and our goal as a game developing company, like, we are here to provide you guys a sort of a playground that you can play in and have a, you know, fun time and a really good experience about it, right? And in order to do and for that, I think getting a lot of feedback and help from the player base is really important for us. So we're always welcome with feedback. Enjoy the game, and we'll be opening. Enjoy the game. Will be opening for a bit longer.
A bit longer.
Yep.
So
yeah.
So like enjoy Dubium, have fun, bring your friends.
I love the part. Yeah, family bonding by betraying each other. Yeah, that's definitely the best way to bond with family. Also, right? So I love that part. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good time playing the game, and I think that's it for me. And anything else you have to mention before we finish the stream?
Not like, so we're participating in DreamHack once again. So, you know, be sure to, if you're a great supporter, you know, follow and wishlist us in our Steam and our socials. You know, stay tuned for more information. So
our store page isn't going anywhere, so you can always go in there and wishlist, and that's gonna be a lot of help for us to get more exposure and get a lot of people enjoying our game together.
So that wraps up for the live stream. So guys, have a nice day. I hope you guys have a great day, or people who are sleeping, good night. So thank you for joining us in this live stream.
Bye bye.
And bye bye.